Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Legion of Champions Series 4, powered by Lenovo and Intel. And well, we're back with the final match for the day. That is the 5th game, and we still have 5 more games tomorrow. But in the last 4 games, we've had 4 different teams getting chicken dinners. So 4 different winners in 4 games. Is the 5th match going to be the same, or, well, we're going to have a team repeat the chicken dinner again? So we'll find out more about that from Shade. Shade, take it away.
Thank you, Bamba. 4 games, 4 different chicken dinner. At the end, we have a lot of fights happening at the top of the leaderboard. Almost more than 6 teams in contention to take the title as of now, as we welcome you back to map number 5 for Legion of Champions 2019 Series 4 PUBG PC India LAN finale, live from Comic-Con Bengaluru. Powered by Lenovo and Intel. I'm Shaitya. Joining me is Apollonia as well as Foxtrot. Guys, we've seen 4 maps now, 2 on Erangel, 2 on Miramar. We've seen a lot of different play styles, a lot of early fights, a lot of KG affairs, explosive finishes. What do you expect from map 5?
Well, I expect everybody to be very close by, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the teams try to position themselves and basically gain control of where they wish to camp, and then slowly transitioning into the smaller play areas. So from game 1 till game 4, it has been vastly different. Game 1, everyone was looting, you know, they were taking their time, some were lost in the storm, but game 4, everyone was just rushing. It was just, let's get in, don't worry about the loot, we'll probably pick some up later. It's fine, let's just not die to the storm and try to get good positioning.
Quick predictions. Who's taking this? One name.
I think, like I said, 9-year-olds, they've got this. They've got this synergy up in their team. I think they can make it happen in this map.
All right, with that, let's jump straight into the final map of day 1. We're jumping into Erangel to see who will walk away day 1 on top of the scorecard. We're going to go live with Indian rivals. Excellent. I was having a word with them backstage after the previous game, and he was telling me for a fact that, hey, we came in to this tournament with Amit Kolzera, who was IGLing for us, and there is a big difference in IGLing. Pretty much a 40-player lobby and a 64-player lobby. And it so happens that he's taken over the reins now, and looks like it is paying off.
And D9 manages to get first blood. Is it first? No, it's not. Okay, we've already been in the game for a bit, but D9 does manage to get a kill for themselves. So we're looking at the map, you know, everybody is slowly transitioning in. We do see a team coming in from, you know, the military island, and that's great because they were the only team that dropped there. They've got their loot, and now they're slowly making their way with their vehicles into the mainland and into the safe area.
All right, I'm keeping my eyes on the leaders right now, Indian rivals. These guys have been pretty much at the bottom, I'd say 3 or 4 teams after the first 3 maps, and all of a sudden, 2 huge performances, 1 chicken dinner, 1 second place position, and you can see that 36 points is not a big lead, but considering it was 7 points after the first 2 games, shows us for a fact that if you can consistently perform in a few games, you're in it to win it.
Exactly. This whole game is filled with RNG, and you know the play areas can be to your advantage or it might not be. We're basically looking for the team that no matter what circumstance, they're going to come out with some sort of advantage, some kills, maybe not a chicken dinner, but they can make up for that with more kills as a team.
Yeah, and we're going to have an interesting stat come up. Showing 5 top performers, and necessarily they need not be from the top 2, top 3 teams. Top fragger, Ghostly Boy, 11 kills. Same person with the highest damage, at 2,000.6. While Forrest Gump trophy goes to Roy. He's been getting in his R's on the battlegrounds, if not on the treadmill. Autumn White Tea, size for a long time as well. And with that, move on over Excellent on the rotate back into the building. Natik Chowdhury, what's happening on your end, Fox?
I think at this point, Kryptonite is just trying to maintain, or rather regain that lead. We just saw IR make such a great comeback. Like, being the first squad to die in the first 2 maps, and suddenly they come alive in the 3rd one, drop 9 kills, insane frags, get that chicken dinner, and the last map that we saw on the 4th map, they were still on the top 2. So that is a lot of hard work that we saw, and more than that, it's not only attempt to come back, but it's more than that. it's our time to take this one home.
Indeed it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, Apollonia.
So Kryptonite, now we're looking at Curry Frags. He's walking around trying to do something. Also District 9. Well, District 9 is in a good spot right now. They do have players on their west, north, and east, but no one on their back side. So if the circle does, the next play area, if it's more towards the south side, it'll be okay for them. Right now, 10 teams are still alive. I wonder if it's going to go into phase 6. Because last game, it was phase 6 with 10 teams still standing.
I mean, this was the case with the zone shifts, right? It's been very similar in the first 2 games that we've had, center circles on Erangel. This time around, we did see that shift across. It did move towards the western edge, and regardless, squads still have dropped center circle, and almost all of them, in fact, scratch that, all of them are already in the next zone.
Exactly, and these teams are starting to clash in the center of the circle. I like to just direct some attention to the map. And we see people going down. KT loses 2 members. We see TTX trying to make their way to the play area. There's all sorts of things happening. We see teams overlapping teams in vehicles. It's an amazing show. Like, you see vehicles overlapping, they're meeting up with each other, and they're like, nope, we don't want to have anything to do with y'all. And 9 years old, they're trying to get some kills, they're shooting at other people. District 9, they're in a relatively alright spot. They are meeting up with Crusaders and looking to they know Crusaders are around, I'm pretty sure.
I think they have an idea that, there are players in and around. Indian Rivals, of course, sitting top on the leaderboard. District 9, I don't think D9 has yet won a chicken dinner, but they still find themselves in contention. 32 points, just 4 of the leaders. So it pretty much, again, emphasize the fact that you don't really need to get chicken dinners in the bag to take the title. All you got to do is consistently perform over the 10 maps.
Yes, and we see level 0 and also GE, and now Indian Rivals. Hydra Flick with a kill.
Perfect
with
nade.
two kills.
Yep, and the 2 kills in, and they're going to charge up at level 0 as well. Axelin and Hydra, they're not backing away from this fight. They know level 0 is burnt in. From Axelin, the nade coming in as well. The timing of it all, and he's going to go for the heal. Did take some damage, but that is job done as IR, 3 kills on the board. The points start to rack. Looks like they've changed up the pace again.
Exactly.
They've 2 games, they've played it slow, and now they feel confident enough to take early fights.
I just saw IR, they're trying to make the play happen. They lose 2 people, 2 of them are down, 1 gets eliminated, but they don't want to back off from a fight. They take it head on, go in guns blazing, and win that outright.
Indeed, as looking at the map, I see again all squads spread in and around Gadka. There's Google God. I see Aurum on TEG as well. GE getting into a tussle with TTX. So again, a nice little clutter. We saw this the last time. A lot of buildings around, and you want to take those compounds, they take those long-range engages, but the final few phase shifts where it forces some of the squads off the building and all hell breaks loose.
Meanwhile, Sadie is trying to find a one-tap with the M24 that he's got, but he's not able to find the head of PTX so far. He will eventually. They'll advance at this point. They know where both these teams are playing. They're just waiting for the plays to happen.
It's like G is looking for an opportunity, TTX is shooting right at them, but there's also Kryptonite, which is north of them too. So there's these 3 teams are the closest together in this vicinity. And wow.
Just fire goes down that infamous M24 bolt action coming into play there, and immediately we see Rocky YT from Tantrum X also looking to scout it out. He wants to see if he can immediately get a trade across AK. God! 6 HP all of a sudden just peaks for a couple of seconds out of the window, and yep, almost a second knock going to GE.
This is really great. Like, looking at all the teams, like the teams that are getting the kills now in the early game, they were not the same teams that got the kills in the previous game.
Yep.
So it really just depends on where they draw. What is the advantage that they can take? And some teams right now on the map, they're trying to move up into the play area, but it looks like through all the games, now the pace has really picked up. Now there's a lot more fights teams are taking more chances. Whatever kills that they can get, they're going to go for it because one kill is 1 point.
Yep, I think that is primarily because now we have a distinction come up as well between the front runners and the bottom three. And the bottom three now pretty much can't go with the game plan that they came in for game one. They have to switch things up. They have to make up the scorecards as well. And it is pretty much why you see some of these squads not really hesitant about taking in some early fights.
Yes, and then we also see Tantrum X Esports, they're holding their ground. What was interesting about them was that they were really far north up in the map, and they slowly came down with their vehicles. They still have them, and now they're positioning themselves in some, settlement, some buildings. They're going to be safe. Indian Rivals is close by, but Indian Rivals are also down 2 players. So TTX, for them, they look pretty all right. And they're actually in a spot. It's always good to stay close to the center, but not quite. And pray to the RNG gods that the play area is on you, or you've got to try and make a smart rotation using your environment, making sure that you're not going to be taken down by the teams around really quick, because this is competitive and it's very fast.
Speaking of which, we see TEG almost picking up a fight over there against Coldzera and Parth, and that
Look at the Sadie boy though, taking 2 shots up with M2. Nothing as this was just a 4x, but the CRS are gonna rotate out, and he did get a good couple of peeks in. Let's see if it's third time the charm. No, it is one of those shots where you want to take it, you know the percentages are low, but if you do end up landing one of these shots, getting it wrong, you're gonna leave your opponents in a soup.
Exactly, yes. So Gatka is the target city, you want to call it.
Yep.
That's right smack in the middle, you can say, of the play area. And it seems like Kryptonite, they have taken control of that. And GE, they're close by, and there's also other teams like Crusaders, they're around. And it looks like the next play area has come on the map, and Gatka is still in there, so teams are starting to have to move to the middle. Is it going to be a Gatka play area? That's going to be cool because more buildings are involved. We've had so many open field matches in the past few games.
Indeed. If you can actually bring up the aerial view of how things look like in Gatka right now, there's GE on the far western side, Gunblade up in between, and you have KT also pulling up Kryptonite. 3-way battle. A lot of third party possible as well. TTX, you can see, is all the way behind. And not too far away is IR. So Gatka seems to be where all the action's heading soon. Foxtrot.
That's right, though. There's 3 teams that are about to lock horns, and it's going to be awesome because all these 3 teams are trying to make plays happen. Just like we saw, that leaderboard, oh so influential. With just 1 game, you get it right and you're up and above.
Exactly. So now all the teams are moving into the play area. Kryptonite is trying to hold their ground, but you see, sometimes what I've noticed in the past few matches, having the upper hand, like having the property that you want to take control of, might actually not be such a good idea because you get nades thrown at you. You get people just W-keying you, just going straight in and just eliminating you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It's almost like a double-edged
Look at this,
sword.
look at this. GE is driving by TEG. There's the and the rest of TEG, the key just inside that ridge, hoping and praying on anyone coming by. And all of a sudden now, it's gonna have to be GE either responding back or pretty much giving TEG an opportunity at getting a full squad wipe.
Exactly. So if we can have a look at the map right now, all the teams are fighting. You can see on the top right-hand corner, 4F is getting kills. D9. Did someone just nade themselves from D9? Betray.
I think that this is something that it just happens.
It just happens,
time and
right?
again, where
Yeah.
you're just quickly flicking through nades. You want to get the smoke out, but you get the HE out instead, and you're like, oops.
Yes, and also we haven't really seen much of 4F in the first few games, but from 4th game and right now in this 5th game, they're really showing their dominance. They're picking up kills. They are making it into the later phases of the game as well.
Meanwhile, in Gatka, we see Crusaders picking up a fight with Kryptonite, though both teams know that there is a presence of the other. They're trying to make sure that they get the best possible outcome. Obviously, Crusaders, one man has taken a lot of damage from Kryptonite. Doesn't look like he'll make it out of that house as he's locked down
Yeah.
in everybody's crosses. Let us see what the possible outcome for this could be.
Danny is pushed up as well. Nate goes into the building towards the first floor. I don't think it's going to do much there. The Nate likely attempted, but now I think the rest of the teammates are going to join the easy partner. Staying from afar, buying in time with those long range shots with the SKS. Curry got it out. Infected. Quick couple taps across is going to send him scurrying back inside. And with Infected joining Danny S here, I do expect a full-on breach. There are two players up above them, and Infected already in the building. Gunblade is knocked down. The 1-2 punch. Let's see if they can get this done. This is inside, and Infected. Quick spree. It's gonna land it. Gets the trade, and Kaushik ends up with the play across just got it out. And eventually we do have Nathik coming and saving the day there for KT. So close there by Danny S, yet so far.
This is amazing because I was told today that Natik, he's coming in as a sub, and you know he is absolutely showing the competition. He has had very good, a very good performance in all the different games. And looking at Gaka, you know, it's completely in their momentum to pick up the kills.
CRS immediately pouncing on the opportunity. No Kryptonite had just come off a fight. They were wounded, and that one nade across.
The nade.
Yep, it gets the job done. Natik is down. It's all down to Kaushik, as this may be the best opportunity to pretty much push in and take Kryptonite out. 8 teams in the server as we pretty much approach minute 20 mark. TTX, they've lost one of their players as well. Justfire seems to be bleeding internally. What's happening on your end,
We're seeing Indian rivals fight off a gang that is not exactly in cover, and that could mean their demise. At this moment, Excellent has got them locked in the crosses. Hydroflick is looking for those heads. None of them popping off so far, but they will eventually.
Exactly, Indian rivals managed to pick up, managed to knock down one of the members in TTX, but I don't think that's going to, you know, do much as of now, but probably just break off some armor. That's going to be okay. The circle is in favor of Indian rivals, which is really good. So it seems, right, that the past 3 games has been working very much in their favor, and they're really showing the competition. Only 2 players left, but that's okay, because we know that the smaller the play areas come, from each team, there's only about 1, 2, or 3 at max of a number of players from each team. And
Indeed.
it becomes like a 2v3 situation, 1v1v1 kind of situation.
Yep, as I'm going to talk more about 4F. This is a squad that did almost nothing great in the first 3 games. They were pretty much around the middle of the pack, and there you go. You're sitting at 35 points right now. That is courtesy the chicken dinner and the high kill round the last time around. And within one map, they find themselves in a position to challenge the leaders. Zones pushing in, and looks like, yep, there's a lot of damage happening in as well. Park trying to crawl back in. Rajit, in fact, does get flushed out as well. Cold Blood just about makes his way into a large shot coming in from Google X. God does get the work done. TG, we did spot these guys in this ridge a good 5 minutes back. And the zone's just been shrinking in their favor. They've just been there saying, patience, we will have a squad come by, and unfortunately we've seen another squad fall prey as TG loot up, and
Yeah, it's
yep, 9-year-olds, they're getting into some action as well. TEG are probably getting pushed up here. We have Google X God and Cable up in the front lines. It's gonna switch over to the SLR. There's Wade's on the far side as well. Nade's coming through as Wade's is getting pushed. There is no getting out of this. He gets cleaned up soon as well. There you go. Oh, they're too prone. Devin's been there it is. Surprise, surprise. The gig, it was good while it lasted, but at the end there, yeah, there's only so much they could do.
I think, Foxtrot, you were right. You know, 9-year-olds, they're really showing the competition. They've been extremely consistent every single game. Since game 1, 9-year-olds has been consistent. They managed to pick up some kills, and they always end up to be one of the top 5 teams at the end of each game. And I think that's working out very well in their favor. They are high on the leaderboard, and I think that's how they're going to maintain their status.
Taking
Hold
Wave out was
that thought.
obviously a
TG is
breather.
making the push onto a 9-year-old. Then Cable with the nade. Nade to reply as well. Both teams have a nice little ridge to work with. 9-year-olds though, two players coming in from the left-hand side. They will have the jump in. There you go. Catch the cross. Ghostly one. Quick flick across. Both champions switches over to the rifle. Not able to get the away. Doesn't expect the surprise attack. Accelerate, and he's gonna drop him down. Lynch is down as well from TEG. And the nades now coming in from Cable. This is gonna be close. A good on third player. Also closed by Madara. Just about manages to survive, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Moving ahead, they're gonna end up running into KT.
So there's three teams right in the south, and TTX is trying to third party, well, not even third party, fourth party it.
Yeah.
And you know, Indian Rivals is really
Google
sick
X
from the north.
God stays out exposed for a long time and ends up going down. Meanwhile, Accelerate has managed to spot Hydro Flick on the far side. They've been holding that compound for quite some time. IR, but
Kaushik's flag from here comes in and takes out the EG. That's a double kill for him. And not only that, he did get a knockdown onto 9-year-olds as well.
yep, that is Google X God that is down. Cables being rezzed back up, but I don't think pretty much just KT there, who's currently prone up, is gonna head up, but Ghostly Boy seems like he's got his numbers ready. Peeks out, that's the head spot about small window. Kaushik just barely saw something. Twilight's way. His time is not on his side, barely gets to cover, but the final shot there with the SLR seals the deal. And with that, 9-year-olds get themselves into a top 3 position.
And this is amazing, you know. In Indian Rivals, they're right at the top. They're in the north side of the map, and now the next play area is on them. And we seem to be having a little bit of a technical difficulty. Not to worry, but I just like.
Yep, that was a wonderful fight they're coming out from.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second clutch? Watch this. Think he can't carry his team while streaming in high resolution? All the while recording a once-in-a-lifetime win? Watch this. Think leveling up only happens in-game? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, they'll rise to every challenge. Now it's your turn. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Think she can't get a last-second...
All right, welcome back, guys. That was kind of an anticlimactic end to day one there, but we had a small technical hiccup. But at the end, true show of sportsmanship from the top three teams, that is TTX, IR, and 9-year-olds. They've come to a mutual decision of having to keep their kill points, and the remaining points for the top three spots, that is 21, is going to be shared equally 7, 7, and 7 between the three teams, thereby pretty much not requiring a restart to map number 5. So with that, we know IR as well as 9-year-olds. I think there's a 1-point difference between the top two, and it's going to remain the same. Pretty much sets us up for an amazing day 2 to look forward to. We look at the scorecard. This is the scores, of course, before map number 5. Indian Rivals 36, 9-year-olds 35. So it will still continue to remain, I think, a 1-point gap. That is without taking into account kill points. So we probably will have to wait out and do check the Lenovo India Facebook page for an update on the final scorecard of who is going to end up on top of day number 1. 5 exhilarating maps. We've had a lot of action. Absolutely loved it. Day 2 predictions. Who's gonna take it? Apollonia, you first.
Day 2 predictions for me, I'm going to call on Indian Rivals.
Indian Rivals.
Yes, they have this strategy where they rotate. If they have to leave someone, they come to a consensus, they leave that person, and they're going to try and make it into the later stage of the game to get the placing points, the different placement, the first, second, or third, if they can get it. I really like their play style coming from Indian Rivals, so I'm looking forward to seeing them tomorrow. I think they're probably going to dominate the competition.
My heart somewhere is asking me to support Indian Rivals there, but on the looks of it, the way they're playing, I think 9-year-olds have got this.
Yep. Oh. So it's gonna be neck and neck at the end of day 1, and day 2, it is pretty much anyone's tournament to take. 10 lakh INR and that spot in the APAC finals at Bangkok will be on the line. With that, we are pretty much done with day 1. We will be back tomorrow again at 12 p.m. IST with 5 more maps to see who will be your India qualifier champion. This is the Legion of Champions 2019 Series 4 PUBG India PC India LAN finale at Comic-Con Bengaluru, powered by Lenovo and Intel. I'm Shadeslayer, this is Apollonia, this is Foxtrot. We will see you folks tomorrow.